If you are asking, do we do the good and the beautiful every single day? No, we do not do the good and the beautiful every single day. If you are asking, do we do gather around homeschool every single day? No, we do not do it every single day. So I have never done a video like this on my channel. I am sharing with you a homeschool mom week in the life. So this is kind of a spin off of a homeschool mom day in the life, which I share a lot of those here on my channel. This is a video that was special request. Like I mentioned, have so many of you that ask, what does it look like pairing the Gather Round unit studies with the good and the beautiful, or pairing and adding and doing all the crazy things I do? What does a week actually look like in your life? A homeschool week look like in your life? So that's what this video is going to be. So I'm going to do a recap for today. The day that I am filming right now happens to be a Monday. So I'm going to take you through Monday, I'm going to take you through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we don't typically homeschool on Fridays, depending on the week. So depending on how this week goes, I'm going to just share with you what we did on that specific day. Now, since this was an afterthought idea, I don't actually have any footage of today's homeschool day. Mondays are typically our heavier day when it comes to homeschooling. Mondays are a day that I love to just be home. I love to take Mondays slow and steady and easy and allow whatever our homeschool day is going to bring on a Monday. Usually the kids need that little bit of bounce back also. Good morning, ladies. It is Tuesday here in this homeschool week in the life. So it is 9 o'clock in the morning. I am hosting prayer at my house this morning, and I'm having a few ladies over, and I have no coffee creamer. So it's 9 o'clock. I'm heading into the grocery store to get some coffee creamer. I would feel absolutely terrible having the ladies over, and what a horrible hostess I would be, right? So I'm gonna get some coffee creamer, head back home, have prayer. I got some Amish oatmeal in the oven baking, and so far when it comes to homeschool, we have not touched any books. The boys did their chores first thing this morning, and yeah, now we're just going to have prayer, have some friends over, and see where the rest of this day takes us. Like I've said before, Tuesday is usually a light day for us. We don't usually do a lot in terms of our homeschool curriculum. So I'm going to bring you along as we are checking in for this week in my life. All right, we're all finished up with prayer. Our play day has ended, and now it's after lunch. We're going to grab ourselves a little snack. We're going to get out our Gather Round North America unit study. Some days I mess with this on Tuesdays. Sometimes our prayer day has been a little bit busier, and so we won't do school on Tuesday, and we will homeschool on Friday. Again, it's kind of confusing. It's kind of chaotic. It's a system that works for us. But today I decided to go ahead and grab our Gather Round. We're going to snuggle up on the couch. We're going to do some reading and just a little bit of an activity as a family while we just enjoy a slow afternoon. So now that we have read about the states on the western coast, we've read about Hawaii and the surfing and what surfers need to do in order to be good surfers, the 4 different types of waves, and now we're going to read about some land animals and some of the food. You haven't written any facts yet? Okay, well, let me finish reading, and then maybe we'll find a fact for you to write. Just listen to something that you hear that is interesting to you, and you can write it down on your piece of paper. Okay, so just listen. So we're going to cover land and animals now. These western states are home to some amazing landscapes and incredible national parks. Majestic mountains, beautiful rainforests, and sunny beaches are just a few of the places to explore. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick. This video, we are on Disney Plus, and right here there is an America's National Parks. And if you are doing North America from the Gather Round homeschool, the unit study, I I definitely recommend this. So this specific episode is on Yosemite National Park. So we just actually watched this one on Olympic National Park in Washington, which went perfectly with everything we just read about today. So we are not going to watch a video necessarily for today's unit study, but we have, let's see, look here, we have Yosemite, Everglades, Gates of the Arctic, Yellowstone, Saguaro, Grand Canyon, Great Smoky Mountains. So those are all episodes on this. Again, it's America's National Parks on Disney Plus. You could probably find it on YouTube as well, but I just wanted to share that resource in case some of you are using the Gather Round unit study, specifically North America as well. I thought that maybe you would find it helpful like we did. Okay, so here's our art for the day. This is Cooper's drawing. He did awesome. I love it.
That's my stuffed animal Dangler.
That's his stuffed animal. Perfect. Okay, what do you have, Brantley? Whatever. I love it. You guys are all awesome. I love all of your artwork. Okay, Aiden, what's yours? Let's see it. Aiden and Chicken Joe. That's awesome. I love it. I love all of them. So now we're going to spend some time reading through this book right here, Rush Revere and the Brave Pilgrims. We just randomly kind of started this read aloud. We are almost on chapter 4. So I'm going to continue reading until we reach chapter 4. And this is probably honestly going to be our history for the day. I do want the boys to do math. So we will finish up with that here in a minute. But it's going to be just kind of simple, kind of laid back. So I'm going to go ahead and print out lesson 32 for Aiden so that he can do it. We use teaching textbooks for both my 7th grader and my 5th grader. So I'm going to log him out of teaching textbooks 4.0. I'm going to log in under my parent account and just print out his lesson so that him and Cooper can both do their math at the same time, because we only at this point have one computer in our home or one device. I could probably do it on my phone, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just print out a lesson for my oldest. It was lesson 32, so I'm going to print it out. He can do a physical page for his lesson while Cooper does his math here on the computer. So I'm going to go to lesson 32. So I'm just kind of trying to, it's already 3 o'clock and I have a couple errands to run, so I'm just trying to get math done. We did our Gather Round Homeschool unit study, as you saw, and we are going to just go ahead and get our math lesson done really quick here. So here's lesson 32. It's going to print out the whole lesson and then also his problems. So it's got the actual lecture for the day. So I can choose to print just specifically lesson 32, or I can print a batch of lessons. So we can print, say, lesson 28 through quiz number 4, but I'm just going to do lesson 32 for today, and that way, like I said, I can have 2 boys doing math at the same time and get it done a little bit quicker that way. All right, moms, for those of you who asked, here's our Tuesday check-in, right? It is now 4 o'clock. As I showed you, we finished our Gather Round unit study, which was North America. We did lesson 8. So far, many of you have asked how I do the Good and the Beautiful with Gather Round. So today is Tuesday. We did the Good and the Beautiful yesterday, as well as math and all that. Today we have done Gather Round. My boys are going to start their math, and I also want to try and squeeze in Fix It Grammar. That takes like literally 5 minutes, and it's so simple and so easy. So I'm going to try and squeeze that in as I'm waiting for their lesson to print, but we'll see if I get to that or not. So just a Tuesday recap. I'll come back at you tomorrow and let you know how Wednesday is going. We don't have anything really pressing going on tomorrow. Unlike today, it was prayer. We hosted prayer here at our house. So it kind of was perfect timing. The boys were ready to just come in and chill for a little bit. So we all snuggled on the couch. We did our read aloud, which was not from Knotgrass. It was just a book that I'm wanting to finish that kind of goes with our U.S. government, kind of some of our history, so to speak. So anyway, all that to say, Tuesday went well. This was a glimpse into just another day in a week of my life. Homeschooling and what it looks like. Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. You are getting me in all of my glory today. My boys had a breakfast of champions, 20 bunches of oats. I got a huge box from Costco. They were on sale for like $4 for 2 packages. So, good morning, Coop. So we are having a rainy, slow morning this morning. Let's see. What is on our list of things to do today? As far as tasks outside of the house, we don't really have a whole lot going on. When it comes to homeschool, we are going to, let's see, I have Cooper. He already finished his math, his teaching textbooks. Brantley is my second grader. He's working on his handwriting as we speak. And Aiden is doing his math as we speak. So they're each going to do math, language from the good and the beautiful, and I don't know what the rest of the day is going to bring as far as the homeschool side of things. And while they're working kind of independently, I am not, just a little fun fact about me, I am not an early breakfast eater. So last couple weeks I've been getting up early and working out at 6 o'clock. And so I, oddly enough, have my coffee with heavy whipping cream and then don't usually eat, like I'm just not hungry until usually about 9:30 or 10. So I'm going to make some eggs and some bacon while they're working on their independent work. And I will bring you along for the rest of this day in the life, just another day in the week of my life that I'm sharing with you here. I will add, as I'm cooking breakfast, this bacon right here from Costco. This is my absolute favorite. It's actually already been cooked, which is perfect because it has way less mess. Stick it on a frying pan and heat it up, and we have this almost daily when we run out of elk sausage. But since we have a freezer full of meat and we're getting ready to make more sausage, I won't have to purchase this near as much, but I always buy at least 3 or 4 bags of this bacon from Costco. It's so worth it and so delicious. We're gonna move on to breakfast. They're doing their independent homeschool work for right now, and we'll see where the rest of the day goes. Let's see, what are you working on, Coop?
I'm just working right now.
So he's doing his, the good and the beautiful language for this is, he is doing lesson 12, which is kind of an art specific lesson, if you will. And what I love about this, you guys, okay, diagramming sentences, I think I talked about this in one of my previous videos, but this just makes sense. This time, he finally gets it. Like, we have struggled with diagramming sentences, and finally, starting with the upgraded version of the good, or the updated version of the good and beautiful, he gets it. He gets the diagramming sentences, which has been awesome. This I have crossed out because he already read Carlotta. Like I mentioned, we had the old outdated version. He was on like lesson 35 or 36 when I switched to this one. And so he's starting back at the very beginning. So we might move through it kind of quickly. But what I want to show you, like, this is a perfect example of when timing is great to either just do this lesson itself or to add something extra like Fix It Grammar or Gather Round. Because tomorrow, for instance, he has got an art lesson. So he's doing this project, learning all about coloring with pastels, and then just some personal reading for 20 minutes. So if that's something that I want to keep light, I can keep that specific day light, or I can add Fix It Grammar or something extra to it if we so desire. So that's what I'm meaning by every day, every lesson is just kind of different. Some of the lessons are a little bit longer and it's plenty for the day, but sometimes too, it's just about keeping them all busy and all of them focused on school at the exact same time. If I lose one of them, I tend to lose all of them. So here you go, Coop. And then for this one right here, sorry, it's kind of hard to see. He likes to sit down by the wood stove and be cozy, but we're going over some more spelling rules and then plural words that end in F and FE. So just changing words from singular to plural. Then we'll go over his spelling, and that'll be it for his spelling workshop. So pretty simple. He's already more than halfway done with his lesson in here before he'll begin the spelling workshop. So as I was making breakfast, Brantley was tackling his math from the Good and the Beautiful. He is now working on his handwriting. This is the level 2 handwriting from the Good and the Beautiful. And then Cooper and Aiden are both working on their Fix It Grammar lesson for the day. They each like to have an opportunity up at the chalkboard, and we use these chalk markers from Arteza. You guys, I absolutely love them. I'm going to link them down below in case you're interested. We love the Arteza chalk markers in our homeschool. I love your houses.
That one looks the best.
This is the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. So this one is level 2. So since Brantley can usually finish most of his stuff, I believe it's, yes, handwriting level 2. So since he can usually finish most of his stuff. Watch your arm, mister.
Yeah.
I just have him do a page of this. And again, We just actually began this, so we're only on page 8. But I think it's going to be fun. I thought it was just something good to have a little bit extra work for him since he finishes all of his other stuff so quick.
I want to do this.
You will do that, but that's not until, that's page 45. So anyway, all these in the boxes.
Okay, I'll write 12.
Those are all your spelling words.
Right.
So Brantley is going to write his spelling words on the window with a dry erase marker. We have a chalkboard, but this is how he wanted to do it today. So here we go. So while Brantley is working through his spelling words, his spelling list is actually from The Good and the Beautiful. It's all tied into his language from The Good and the Beautiful, in case you were curious. Now, this is The Good and the Beautiful level 6, which is for my 7th grader. I just kind of went through and graded and corrected what he had been working through as I was watching Brantley do his spelling words. So kind of multitasking here. We did get our language done, we did get our math done, and now we are going to move on to a lesson from Gather Round in our North America unit study. So the Grand Canyon in Arizona is one of the top tourist attractions in the United States. This remarkable gorge is known for its size as well as its stunning views and colors. While the Grand Canyon is not the long, when it's used like a verb in this verse, an action word, we say it with the short I sound. When it is used as an adjective, so you're going to look at the word play. Do you want to play? Is that past, present, or future? Did that happen yesterday? Is it going to happen right now? Do you want to play trucks?
It's gonna happen today.
Yep, right now. So circle present red, or I mean color present red. So just, you can just do a red squiggly right there if you want to, however you want to do it. Okay, and then we have swam. Yesterday we swam in the pool.
Past.
It's past, perfect. So you're going to color that one blue. All right, moms, Wednesday homeschool recap. Things went great today. Today was a wonderful day. Like, if there is a perfect, if such a thing exists, today was great. We accomplished everything we needed to do. We got right at it. I think my boys started math, like I showed you, right around 9:30. Everything went great. We had good attitudes. We got the Good and the Beautiful language done. We got teaching textbooks math done. And we also did lesson 9 in North America, Midwest, and the West. And so we got to learn about all kinds of fun things, including different ecosystems, the Grand Canyon. We did keep our Gather Round lesson pretty simple and pretty straightforward as far as just reading from the teacher's manual. The boys did their workbooks like I showed you. I do hope to expand on the Gather Round unit study. Specifically the Grand Canyon. I want to expand on that a little bit more later this evening, maybe as a family after we're winding down after dinner, looking up maybe on YouTube or something that we can find on National Geographic in regards to the Grand Canyon and just helping them experience that a little bit more as well. So all in all, things today in this day in the life went great. Wednesday was a good day. My husband surprised us by coming home for lunch. We're actually getting ready to go do a little Christmas shopping. And so I'm running a few minutes behind, but I finally got myself ready. We got all our homeschool done. I've got some chicken thawing out for dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll figure it out when I get back from town. So homeschool today went great, great attitudes, got everything done we wanted to do. So for those of you who want to know how we do Gather Round with the Good and the Beautiful together, that's a little glimpse into how we do it. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. It depends on the boys' attitude. It depends on how I feel. It depends on the flow of the day. Some days it's too much. Some days we have to just not do anything. We put all the books away and we explore. Last week was a lot of the put the books away. We're gonna go help neighbors and help friends and help those that are in need. So this week I'm kind of like, okay, let's get back to the books. So all in all, it was an awesome homeschool day. I have no complaints. It went great. It's been a really good day. The sun is shining now. The boys are out playing, and we're going to go do some Christmas shopping. Good morning, and welcome to another day here at Simply Living It. Try to make breakfast like a nicer breakfast, maybe 2 times a week for the boys. Otherwise, we keep it pretty simple around here. I'm getting ready to enjoy some coffee. I've got my 2 older boys are both working on their math. Brantley finished his math, and so we're gonna just roll with this homeschool day and see how it goes. We don't have any crazy plans this afternoon, kind of a laid back day as well. Once we finish up with homeschool, or sometime in the mix, I'm going to work out. Thursdays are usually a day that I work out a little bit later, so I have a spin bike, and that's why I am waiting to get ready. Once I'm done with my workout, I will get myself ready for the day. We'll see what the rest of this homeschool day has in store.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain.
Wait, you can.
So they're working on some art for today in the Good and the Beautiful. So we will go ahead and do a lesson of Fix-It grammar because it is short and sweet and simple. Brantley did not have art in his language from the Good and Beautiful today, but of course, if both of his brothers are doing art, he wants to also. So when he finishes up, we will begin with lesson 55 in his Good and Beautiful, and then I'll have him do his handwriting too, because these lessons, like I've said, are pretty short and sweet. And I will help him with his math, and that's going to be it for our homeschool for the day. Pretty simple on a Thursday. I think it's taken us a little over 2 hours, and that's doing a project. Like I said, they're doing some artwork, which they don't do necessarily every day. Cooper, I love it. I love it.
Hold on.
They're working with pastels. Aiden has a drawing too.
Well, we used pencil to draw it out, and then we used pastels and then Q-tips to blend them.
I love it. Did you do one like that in co-op, but it had flowers?
Yeah,
You did something like that before.
I can make some flowers on this one.
You can do whatever you want. It's your art. We have these awesome colored pencils from Arteza and masking tape from their projects, but these are awesome, you guys. 100, how many are in here? 120 colored pencils. They have a heyday with these things, so.
Oh, Cooper, we forgot to do the balloon.
It's Brantley's little piece of artwork. So again, he didn't have this in his lesson for the day. This is something he wanted to do because his big brothers were doing it. So I think that's awesome. I actually showed you guys yesterday, but we have been using these Arteza chalk markers for our blackboard. I usually have my boys write out their spelling list multiple times, and these are the markers they've been using, which we absolutely love. I've shared these with you guys before. There's my shelf with all of them, and I've got doodles of Christmas trees and stars. My youngest just learned how to master stars, so we were having a contest. All right, we're officially done with homeschooling for the day. Another day that went great. This week has been unlike most weeks, honestly. So it is now just shortly before lunch. I'm gonna do a quick 30-minute workout. Sweat towel is always needed for these things. I sweat so stinking much when it comes to spinning, and I love it. It's the best feeling ever. So I'm gonna do a quick 30-minute workout. Tomorrow we will actually not be doing any homeschooling. We are having some friends over early in the morning to just have some time together and to play and to visit and just hanging with moms supporting moms, all that good stuff. So we don't typically homeschool on Fridays, so that's gonna be true for this week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here for you. This has been a good week here in our home in regards to homeschooling, in regards to life. Things have been good, attitudes have been good, just all around. It's been a great week, and I'm so thankful for what we have accomplished this week and how things have gone. I'm excited to share it with you guys. Those of you who requested this, wanting to know how we do gather around homeschool and the Good and the Beautiful, those of you who have wanted to know how we do those together, I hope this is helpful. I hope it gives you a little glimpse into what things are like here in our homeschool, more on a day-to-day basis, right? Instead of just a glimpse in one day, you're kind of getting a whole week overview. So just a different take on the, traditional day in the life. This is a glimpse at what a week in our life homeschooling is like. So before you go, I would love it if you would click that red subscribe button and stick around. My name is Jamie. I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of 3 boys. This is our 8th year homeschooling, and I love to share homeschool, homemaking, motherhood, all that fun stuff here at Simply Living It. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you appreciate it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in our next video. Bye. You guys, absolutely, that is sweat. You guys, just for those of you who have asked for workout routines, all of the stuff, this right here is one of my most favorite forms of exercise. I love lifting weights. I love running. I love spinning. I just love moving. I love getting my blood flowing. I love this sweat, right? That is absolutely, oh, it feels, look, I have a sweat mustache. Like, this is awesome. Workout accomplished.